Hello and good afternoon to everyone from London. It's a lovely afternoon in London. It's afternoon, obviously, for people who are connected from Europe. It might be morning for some of you. It might be evening for some of you. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, so today we're going to look at some grammar. I know that many students like grammar. And that's why we wanted to start with this. It's not going to be a very difficult lesson, so I hope you will, get what you need and what you want. The title is Grammar for FCE. FCE is a Cambridge exam that we train our students to take. It's now called B2 First. Okay, so they've changed the name, but that's the exam. It's basically an exam for students who are kind of upper intermediate or aim to be upper intermediate, and are kind of strong intermediate students and want to take an official exam for different reasons. Okay, because they need it for school, for university, or for to look for a job and so on. Okay, so that the grammar we're looking at today is something that you will need if you do this type of exam. But it's also something that you need that you might need in your everyday life when you talk about things and so on. So the grammar we're going to look at is the difference and the uses of words such and so. Okay, and such and so used as determiners. Okay. I want to specify this because you can use so in other ways, okay? But we want to look at so as a determiner today. All right? So, first of all, the meaning. What does it mean? What do such and so mean? Okay, they are used to add emphasis. So it's when you want to talk about something and you want to say how fantastic something is, or how terrible something or someone is or was, or an experience, or something like that, or a dress, or a holiday, or a car. Okay, so you can say, for example, that's such a good film. Okay, so imagine you went to see a film last night and you say, oh, that's such a good film. Or if you want to talk about someone, you say, he's so gorgeous. Oh, she's so gorgeous. Okay. So now what do you hear happening in these two sentences? That's such a good film, or so gorgeous. Yeah. What happens is that such and so, when they are used to add emphasis, they are stressed words. Okay. Now, when I say stressed, it doesn't mean that they are stressed because they're overworked or because they've got a lot to do. Okay, well, they have a lot to do in a sentence. So they carry the meaning, by using such and so in a sentence, you want to stress something, you want to make something important. So you're adding emphasis. That's why these two words are we call them stressed. Okay, so when a word is stressed in a sentence, in English, you pronounce it. Your voice goes up. Okay, so your intonation changes, and that word becomes important, more important than the other words. Okay, so you will hear it more than other words. Okay, so that's such a good film. So the stressed words in this sentence will be such good film. So these are the three important words in the sentence. Such is one of them. Now, what happens when you say a sentence like this is that the words that are not important, like that and will go together with other words. Okay, so we'll say all these together. So what happens is that you will have that such a together good film separately. Okay, something like this. That's such a good film. Now you will say, what's that? Okay, because I've used The phonemic script, okay, that's not the kind of the English that we write every day, okay? It's the phonemic script, and it tells you how you pronounce English language sounds, okay? If you don't know the phonemic script, don't worry. You can learn it, you know, you can Google it, and you can find it. You can search our website and you will find that as well. We will use the phonemic script in our lessons because it's important to learn how to say things, okay? So you will see the first part is that such a, so they go together, such a good film. What happened to the D before at the end of good? Nobody knows. It's gone. It's gone because it is quite difficult for our mouths to say df. Okay, so it's difficult to say a good film. All right, so the D drops and we say good film. So that's such a good film. He's so gorgeous, or she's so gorgeous. So what happens there? Now, so is stressed, so we say he's so gorgeous. Yeah. Now you can keep that so as long as you like, really, according to how much emphasis you want to add to your sentence. So you can say he's so gorgeous, okay, or he's so gorgeous, okay. So it could be as short as long as you like. Obviously, we're talking about informal speaking, so you know you can pretty much do what you like. It depends on the on how much emphasis you want to add. So between so and gorgeous, what happens is that if you keep the so long as a long sound, then you will add this o sound. He's so gorgeous. Okay, so again, the stressed words in here are so gorgeous. So he's so gorgeous. So his will get together with so. So you have he's so gorgeous. Okay. So you see the little W sound between so and gorgeous. That is something you add because you're keeping the so kind of long. Gorgeous, I mean, it might be a new word for someone. You know, gorgeous is someone or something that is very good looking, very nice, and so on. Okay, so when you have a person that is very good looking, you can say he or she is so gorgeous. Or when you have a gorgeous day or a very good day, sunny day like today in London, you say it's a gorgeous day today. It's very nice. Okay, so the use of these two words, such and so, how do we use them? Okay, we know how to pronounce them. We know they add emphasis, but how do we use them? What goes after such and so? Okay, so such is used before a noun phrase. And now I say noun phrase because it's not necessarily just a noun. There could be other types of words in the sentence. So if you look at the first sentence there, you're such an idiot. You're such an idiot. Okay, an idiot is your noun phrase. Okay, an idiot as a word, which is highlighted in green, is the noun. She's got such a cheeky grin. Again, after such, you have a noun phrase, a cheeky grin. Now, cheeky is an adjective, and I've underlined it so that you understand it's an adjective. It doesn't matter, okay? So the fact that you have a cheeky grin means that you have a noun in there, so it's a noun phrase. What's a grin? I put a little drawing a picture there to show what a grin is. So this smile, that it's cheeky because it's asking you for something that you might not want to give or, you know, something a bit difficult to do. Normally, children have a cheeky grin, okay? So they say, "You're mommy, you're daddy, can I have this?" Okay, so they look at you cheekily like, "I know you don't want to give me this, but please, can I have it?" Okay. Yes, again, it's a such before the noun grin. And the last one, those are such good chocolates. Okay, so you don't see the article there, like you see in an idiot or a cheeky grin. You don't see the article because chocolates is plural. So we don't use the article in this case. This is to show that you can use such not just with singular nouns, but also with plural nouns like chocolates. Okay, and then if you look at the screen and you look at that little the picture of that woman, poor woman, kind of bent down, she doesn't look very well. Why doesn't she look so well? We don't know. Okay, we can ask her. I'm so tired. So is used before adjectives, adverbs, etc. So not a noun. Okay. So yes, the little woman over there says, I'm so tired. And you know, you can use so before an adverb. So why are you walking so slowly? Why are you walking so slowly? I'm so tired. Okay. So tired is our adjective, slowly is our adverb. What do adverbs do? They describe an action, they describe the verb. So in that case, slowly is describing the walking. So this lady over here is walking so slowly because she's so tired. Okay. Good. Now, if you remember at the beginning, we had two introductory sentences. They're here. That's such a good film, and he's so gorgeous. Now, if we wanted to change these two sentences, the first one, that's such a good film, and we wanted to use so, how would we change the sentence? Okay, so remember we said the so comes before an adjective. The adjective in that sentence is good, so it will have to be something like so good. Yeah. Now, in the sentence, what is so good? It's the film. So, film so good, something like that. That film's so good. That's such a good film. That film's so good. Okay, the next sentence down there, he's so gorgeous. Right, so if we want to use such instead of so, how can we change the sentence? Remember that after such, you need a noun phrase. Now, in the sentence you have there, he's so gorgeous. We don't have a noun. I mean, we have he, and we suppose that he refers to a man. So we will have to have, you know, such a something man, probably. So there's your sentence. He's such a gorgeous man. Okay, so you see that you can kind of work with such and so. Okay, you can change the sentence according to which one of the two determiners you want to use. This is a good thing to do, manipulating the language. One, you know, when you are kind of preparing the exam, when you're writing, when you're speaking, you need to be able to use these types of words interchangeably. Okay, so it's good for you to kind of, you know, produce sentences trying to use both of them, well, either of them in different sentences. Okay, so you can think of different sentences that you want to, you know, that you want to make using such and so, and try and change them as we did just now. Other uses of so as a determiner, okay, again, as a determiner, not as anything else, because we use so as in other ways. Okay, this is British English and it's informal. We put ever before so and the adjective. So we say, she's ever so kind, or he's ever so kind. to say that she's very kind. Yeah, she's a very kind person. She helps me all the time. She's ever so kind. Now, in this case, ever becomes the important word. So it's stressed. Okay, so we say she's ever so kind. So ever so and kind, 3 stress words, but ever has the main stress. And then if you look at the picture again, there are these 2 people directly from the 1970s. And, you know, so the next use of so is related to what they're wearing. Okay, so I said 1970s, it could be like late 60s, early 70s. That's what people kind of would wear in, you know, at that time. So you see the kind of clothes they're wearing. They're not really fashionable anymore. Okay, so we don't wear anything like that anymore. So another use of so that we can kind of, you know, another type of sentence we can produce is that's so last year. This is something that women probably will come up with, okay, because women like fashion and so on. But I mean, lots of men do as well. But you know, some, especially you know, young girls, they look at people and or they look at each other and they say, you know, and they look at what each other is wearing and they say, "Oh, that's so last year." Okay, so it's not fashionable anymore. Please don't wear it anymore. That's not, you know, it's not in at all. It's not good to see. That's so last year. Okay, again, it's British English and it's non-standard, so it's just something that, you know, it's language that people have made up, but it's used. Okay, so you will hear it. You will hear it from people on the street. Okay, or amongst young people especially. That's so last year. Other uses of such. Okay, so how else can we use such instead of, you know, using in a short sentence like that's such a good film, that's such a good book. Okay, we can add a that clause after a noun phrase with such. Okay, and this will kind of enrich our spoken production. So you will speak and you'll be able to say a bit more. Okay, to describe something, you know, a bit more. So what happens when you have a that clause, which kind of completes the first clause, the first part of the sentence? What you have is that the first part of the sentence with such, the first part of the sentence with such is the reason why something happened. Okay, for example, in the sentence, it was such beautiful weather that we spent the day on the beach. So why did you spend the day on the beach? Because the weather was gorgeous, the weather was beautiful. Okay, we didn't really want to go to work. We just, you know, decided not to go to work. Let's go to the beach, or not to go to school and let's go to the beach. Okay, so it was such beautiful weather is the reason why we spent the day on the beach. But you still have the same construction. Okay, so such, and you have a noun, beautiful weather. Okay, a noun phrase, sorry. That, okay, so that's the kind of conjunction in that sentence of the 2 clauses. We spent the day on the beach. So, and you have, you know, after that, you have a pronoun and a verb. Okay, you have a subject, yes, a subject. We spent the day on the beach. Okay, just have a look at the little picture down there of this guy writing, you know, frantically writing. I love that picture. Yes, what might he be writing? We don't know. Something to do with an exam, maybe a test, like the like Cambridge tests. Indeed. So it was such a difficult exam that I was completely exhausted at the end. So this is a much longer sentence, much more elaborate, but it's, you know, again, it's something, you know, easy, kind of easy-ish to produce. Such, okay, so look at the structure, such, a difficult exam. Again, noun phrase. Yes, we have the adjective there, which is underlined, but again, it's an adjective describing something, so that's a noun phrase. Okay, it was such a difficult exam that I was completely exhausted at the end. Okay, so the reason why I was completely exhausted at the end of the exam is that the exam was difficult. And that is the why at the beginning of the sentence. It was such a difficult exam. And such is stressed. Good, that's the end of our session today. I just wanted to say, before anyone has got any questions or anyone wants to kind of interact with us, I just wanted to say a couple of things. We have 3 online sessions today, tomorrow, Thursday the 14th, which will be about collocations and the use of the words work and job. I thought that was an important thing to kind of highlight, because this is a time of year where people kind of start thinking, do I want to continue what I'm doing, or do I want to change? You know, do I want some kind of change in my life? Maybe I should change my job. And, you know, you fill in application forms, or you're talking to your friends, or you're writing to someone, and you need to use the word work or the word job, and you don't really know how to. Okay, so we're going to look at that tomorrow. We're going to have another session on Friday, the 15th, same time. And that will be dedicated to IELTS. So any people who are kind of interested in doing IELTS, IELTS is another exam like Cambridge. Actually, Cambridge is part of the kind of the exam board for IELTS. But a lot of people all around the world want to do IELTS because they might want to come to the UK and study in a university, and they need that test, and they need that band score, 6.5, 7, and so on. I'm going to look at reading tasks, okay, specifically, a specific reading task, really. Because the reading tasks in IELTS are quite tricky, okay? So just a little tips for you to understand how to do certain things in the readings, okay? And that will be on Friday, as I said, same time. We will also have these sessions streaming online on Facebook, YouTube, you know, our social media in general. So keep an eye out for that. And the last thing I wanted to say was that, for whoever is in London, we're going to have a pub night on Friday. So if you want to join us, please do. We provide free speaking practice. Okay, it's a free speaking practice. If you're in London and you don't know what to do, it's Friday night. It's, you know, that terrible month of November when, you know, there's nothing going on really. Everybody is thinking about Christmas, but Christmas is still, you know, far away. So, you know, you say, oh, what am I going to do tonight? Yes, join us for a pub night. You can meet us at 5 p.m. here at Rose of York. We are on Oxford Street, very busy street. Oxford Street, we're not far from Tottenham Court Road Station, Tube Station, so Central Line, Northern Line. We're literally kind of 2 minutes away from the tube, and we are above a shoe shop called Echo. We are surrounded by shoe shops. Okay, there's another shoe shop next door, which is Office. So you can't miss us. There's, you know, you will see us very clearly. So yes, that's it from me today. Now, if there is anyone who wants to ask questions, please do. I've just unmuted all of you. So, or you can type the questions if you want to, or ask me directly.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Just a second.
Okay, yes. Sorry. No questions in reality. I just want to thank you for this free lesson. Really, I really appreciate it.
Brilliant.
So thanks a lot.
What's your name?
My name is Mariangela. Sorry.
Mariangela.
Mariangela from Italy. Okay.
Oh, very good. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us, Mariangela. I hope we can see you again tomorrow and Friday. Okay.
Yeah, I hope that this summer can come to London. So it would be a pleasure to meet you, or I get in touch again with Rose of York. So
absolutely.
I don't know. It's just
brilliant.
a desire. Okay.
Brilliant. Absolutely. Okay. We hope to see you next year before Brexit, please.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Please stop Brexit.
Well, we can't.
Okay.
We can't. It's
yeah,
okay.
yes,
Don't
sure.
worry.
No, I was joking. Sorry.
No problem. Okay.
So,
good.
thanks again.
Thank you, Mariangela. Yes.
Thanks to you.
If anyone has any questions or any comments, please let me know. I'll be here for the next couple of minutes. Not sure. Yes, couple of minutes. So any questions, please, you can type them or ask me. Okay, everyone. So that's it for today. I hope to see you again tomorrow and on Friday or on Friday. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, night, I don't know. Yes, brilliant. Thank you very much for joining us. Bye.